So what you just saw were all shot on the Insta360 Luna Ultra, which is the sponsor of today's video. I've been carrying it around with me since I got my hands on them, and honestly, it's been pretty fun to use. So in today's video, I want to share a few simple techniques that I use to make my vlogs feel more cinematic and how this camera can make it way easier to pull off. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Terry. I like to make cinematic vlogs and like to share my experience on how to make them so you guys can do the same thing. Okay, now let's get right into it. Starting with the setup, here are my cinematic settings on the Luna Ultra. Just one quick note, I usually have my shutter speed to be doubled off that frame rate for that natural motion blur, but since I don't have an anti-filter yet, I'm just having it as auto. Just better to lose that motion blur than having your footage overexposed. And honestly, the things that I'm about to share matter way more than just getting these settings right. First thing I do, instead of thinking shot by shot, I try to think in scenes. What I mean is pick a moment and try to film it in different angles and distances. So when you cut it together, it actually tells a story instead of being a bunch of random clips put together. The easiest way to do is just to use these 3 different shots, wide, medium, and close-up. Just doing that alone make your footage feel way more intentional. Now, normally on a camera like the one that I'm shooting right now, the Sony a6700, if I want to get all those 3 shots, I would have to take a shot and then change my lens to a telephoto lens. That would mean I would waste a lot of time switching up gears, which I might miss the moment. But with the Luna Ultra, it comes with a telephoto lens which shoots up to 12 times, 6 times of that is lossless, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. So I can just grab a wide shot and then immediately zoom it into like 3 times with a different angle and then just do another close-up without changing any lenses at all, which saves me so much time. Next thing is composition. It's basically how you arrange all the things within the frame. There are a lot of different compositions, but here are some of my favorites. Rule of thirds. Place your subject on one of these 4 intersections. It balances out the frame and feels less in your face by having your subject dead in the center, frame within the frame, where you use something already in the screen to box your subject in. Could be a doorway, a window, or some branches to put a frame around your composition over here. It adds dimension and naturally just draws the viewers in depth. By having different layers in the frame, a foreground, a background, and your subject, it just makes the whole shot more 3D. Now, the hard part about composition when you're filming yourself is you can't really see the screen. I always have to go back and forth to make sure that I'm at the right spot. With the Luna Ultra, it has a detachable remote screen, so I can be in the shot and still see exactly what the camera sees. There's also 2 joysticks, one for controlling the gimbal and the other one for the zoom, so I can just easily adjust the composition without going back and forth. And the most brilliant thing is it also has a built-in mic, so even when I'm far away from the camera, I can still capture the audio without any extra mic. Next thing is adding camera movement. So for traditional camera, you usually need a gimbal to have smooth movement, but for the Luna Ultra, it is a gimbal camera. So basically you don't need any extra accessories for the same steady movement. It's built in the get-go. To be fair, I'm still quite new to this, but here are some simple movements that anyone can pretty much do. First, it is the push in. You basically just move the camera in like that. In this shot, I push through some plants in the foreground to reveal the harbor bridge and the opera house behind it. Just makes the reveal feel a bit more cinematic. Then you have the pan, which is like sweeping your camera sideways. It's good for revealing something hidden or following a subject moving across the frame. And then you have tracking, where the camera follows your subject as they move. With the Luna Ultra, you can easily track yourself with just one tap or a hand gesture, and it just locks onto you. And once the tracking is activated, there is a smart framing feature where there are 9 different spots you can place yourself in the frame, so you're not always stuck in the center when you try to frame your shot. One more thing that I like to do is shooting in log. Now, I'm not really a spec person, but There's one thing that I really care about when it comes to cinematic vlog is the ability to shoot in log. It just gives me way more control over the color when it comes to post, so I can fine tune it to however I like. The Luna Ultra shoots in 10-bit log, which is the first camera from the Insta360 lineup to offer this. It means you've got more color information to work with when it comes to color grading, so your footage holds up better when you push it. If color grading is not your thing, it also has built-in color profiles by Leica, which has a really nice look straight out from the camera. There's also other color profiles as well, and you can adjust the intensity if you want the look to be a bit more subtle. And if you want that realistic look and still want to retain those vibrant, rich colors, there's also Dolby Vision. So those are just some of the techniques that I would use with my Luna Ultra. Now, just some final thoughts on this camera. Comparing it with my Sony a6700, of course the Luna Ultra is way more portable. It literally fits in my pocket. On the image quality wise, the Sony still beats the Luna Ultra because it has more control over the image. But honestly, this little guy here, it really exceeded my expectation. If you've seen the videos that I've recently posted on social, I bet it will be really hard to tell if there's no watermark on it. With cinematic vlogs for solo creators like me, this is just way more convenient. Like, there's no doubt about that. It just removes the friction of going back and forth to the camera. You have the detachable screen, which is just so convenient. You can just look at it and then frame yourself. And also the built-in telephoto lens. I think these two are just game-changing, especially when you want to take your vlogs to the next step. A couple of things though, the remote screen blacked out one time when I removed it from the camera. It was okay once I factory reset it. I think it's just a firmware problem. And one thing that you might have noticed is when I was recording the B-rolls, the recording stays at 0. It's actually recording, but it just doesn't show the time duration. But I've checked with the Insta360 team. They said just hold on to the record button for 8 seconds and it will restore the camera. But I mean, it's still their first product. They're still updating the firmware. I'm pretty sure they can fix it in the next update. And the last thing is, being a new product, there aren't many third-party accessories that support it. So yeah, something that you need to be mindful of. And if you want to check out the Insta360 Luna Ultra, I have an affiliate link in my description box. The first 5 orders get a free filter, so make sure to get in quick. Big thank you to Insta360 for sponsoring this video. Hopefully this was helpful if you're curious about this camera and what it can do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. If you made it this far, leave a trophy emoji, because you are a champ. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.